Hi, today we're going to talk about colors. Now, there's a lot of colors in the world. There's a lot out there. But we're going to start with primary colors. Primary colors. Why are they the primary ones? Well, that's because we can make all the other colors out of these three colors: red, blue, and yellow. With these colors, we can make all the others. But when we just add two at a time, like red and blue, that gives us purple. Let's keep going around. If I take blue and yellow and mix it, we get green. Now, if I take yellow and red and put that together, we get orange. So from our primary colors, we created these three new colors. We've got purple, green, and orange. These new colors are called secondary colors. Now we can also split that up and start to get a lot more colors in between. It's not just those six colors. There's a whole spectrum that's out there. And if you're a mantis shrimp, you can see more of that spectrum than anybody else. Just a cool fun fact. But looking at all these colors, then we start to get into analogous colors. Analogous colors are colors that are next to each other. So like yellow and yellow-orange, or even yellow-orange, as in yellow all the way to orange, not just the ones that are in between. But even yellow-green is analogous because they're all next to each other and they're all in that kind of yellow family. Same thing with our reds, red purple or red orange, or blue purple or indigo up into like blue green or teal. Those are all analogous colors. Then we have complementary colors. It's very nice to meet you, sir. Yes, such a compliment to be around you. So nice. Well, they complement each other because they kind of help each other out. They balance one another. So if we were to look at our color circle here, the ones that balance it are the ones that are on the other side. Our complementary colors will be across from our main color. So if we look at red, and then we look at what's across from red, you see green. Where do you see a lot of red and green together? Maybe you see a lot of red and green around Christmas, or the holidays, or even out in nature. You have green leaves and red fruits, like apple trees. Where else? Maybe we could try blue and orange. Blue and orange. That one might be a little bit harder to find in nature. But there's lots and lots of sports teams that will use blue and orange because they are complementary. Last one, how about yellow and purple? Yellow and purple. Yellow and purple are used a lot, again, in sports teams. You'll notice that a lot of designs and logos that are out there, they use complementary colors because those complementary colors have high contrast. High contrast, which makes it easier to see what it is. So that's one more reason to use complementary colors. Now, why might we use analogous colors? Let's go back and talk about our analogous colors. Why might we use those? Well, if you notice all of those kind of yellows to yellow-orange, what that does is it tells you those are similar. So when you design something, you may want to show that it's different, but you want to show that it's still connected. So sometimes the way you do that is you use something in an analogous color family. So like really hot summer days where it looks like everything has kind of got a yellowish look to it here. You go outside, the sun's so bright, and even the grass is starting to get a little dry and crinkly. So maybe you'll use a yellow-green to do your grass. You've got the yellow of the sun And then maybe you start to just use a little bit of that yellow-orange around some of the other areas to show how hot things are. I know that like when I get really hot, my face starts to get that kind of reddish orange. Whew, then I need to stop and cool off. So we've got primary colors, secondary colors, analogous colors, complementary colors, and then we're going to talk about vibrant and dull. So a vibrant color is one that's very bright. If you've ever played around with pictures on your phone, maybe you've seen where you can adjust the saturation, where you make something more vibrant. You're adding more color to it. And if we take that saturation away, it makes it more dull. So we can have vibrant colors, we can have dull colors. Both of those can have a purpose. And then think about the mood. If you use a bright, vibrant color, how does that make you feel? What about if you use a dull color? What about the colors themselves? What if you used more reds? What if you used more blues? Or even yellows or greens or oranges or purples, but when you start to use a certain color, does it make you feel a certain way? Maybe if you were to ask your friends, what color makes you feel happy? There might be different answers. Now remember, that's not what is your favorite color. What color makes you feel happy when you look at it? Some people might have a different answer. Same thing, if you ask somebody, what color makes you sad? They might have different answers, okay? But that is something to think about when you're drawing, is, does a certain color make me feel a certain way? Or maybe I want the person looking at my art to feel a certain way. So that's something to consider as well. So now that we've done all that, let's go out and look for colors. Alright, so maybe where you live, the easiest place to find some colors is out in the parking lot. So cars are in all different colors. Let's see if we can find our primary colors first. Yep. What about this one right here? We got a red truck and we got a blue car. Red and blue, we've already found two of our primary colors. Now we need to find our third one. So we need to find yellow. Oh, I don't see any yellow cars in my parking lot. But can you think of a car that is yellow? So while I was looking for a car that was yellow, maybe didn't find a car that was yellow, but I did find these. Yeah, yellow flowers. There we go. So we've got our three primary colors. We've got our blue car, we have our red truck, and our yellow flowers. So we've got our three primary colors. Now let's look for those secondary ones when we start to mix colors. Hey, what do we get when we mix yellow and blue? Yellow and blue, we get green, like all of this grass. That's right. So we've got green and blue makes, or blue and yellow makes green, like all of the grass that we see here. What about red and blue? What color does that make? Red and blue. Purple. We need to find purple. Let's go find that next. Okay, I think I found some purple. Look at these flowers too. Now they're a lighter purple, but still. So purple, green. Okay, so we found our primary colors, red, blue, yellow. Then we found where blue and yellow make green. Then we found where red and blue make purple and flowers. But now we need what red and yellow make. Red and yellow make orange. Right. A little bit of orange on my shirt, but I want to go find it somewhere, not just because I'm wearing it. So let's see if we can find some orange. finally found some orange, and we are on a roll with the flowers today. Check that one out. So we've got orange, and we've even got like a blue-violet right next to it, which that's actually some good contrast. That's a good example of our complementary colors too. We have a blue-purple, and an orange next to each other. Now these bushes right here are ones that are used a lot in landscaping and decorating because they've got several different colors from one plant. So we've got our greens and we've got these reds. Again, another example of complementary colors next to each other. So we've got our reds and our greens. Maybe you're starting to notice that the trees are changing colors. So when this is happening, the leaves are going to be a good example of analogous colors, colors that are close to each other. Look at our color wheel. Yellow and green are really close together. And you'll start to notice that more as the leaves change colors. Eventually it'll be a more yellow tree with bursts of red in it. Maybe some orange, so yellow and orange are close together. Lots of analogous colors.